It be from Stat right here.
Hey, yo, Stacks, what's up? I ain't never wanted to come down to this. Just wanted to check out a little couple comic bars, that's all. Been doing this for a while, so long. This kid might be my child, but DNA tests come back not dope enough. Fentanyl, floor track fiends that can't smoke enough. Boy wanna rump with me, crack his coconut. Boy think he thorough as thing, get broken up. Minor with the pickaxe, sorry about this mishap. No feelings like I'm kick ass, my bitches can't admit that. I'm taking out the trit ash, for rapping in your pit ass. Ain't making you no kid ass, behind your back they lit ass. And enough for a leaf. Roll you in a zigzag, pardon if I spit ass, though wildin' like I'm his ass. My cash flows as good as it grow, the new movement, grooving, immortal Mickens is inhuman. Too old to be a vibe like this and still booming. Bomb on Batsy, man, boy, J.R. Truman. I ain't wanna go down like this. They gon' be crying in the whip about this. After going so goddamn hard. You shouldn't have to pay to perform.
They are working hard on this Monday. Hip hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs, he's been raided in 2 different states, California and Florida, all at the same time, of course. What are they looking for? I don't know, but let's talk about it.
A story we're following, and of course we're trying to gather more and more information about it here on Live Now from Fox, as Diddy's home in Los Angeles has been raided by Homeland Security. Of course, we're learning more information. I do want to take you back out here before we get out to our Fox 11 team in their coverage, because some of this video is very dramatic, and we don't know a ton of information right now about this here on Live Now from Fox. Of course, breaking news of this, as you can see, potentially law enforcement officials and other officials just outside of a gate, this on a street near the Beverly Hills area. Of course, we're following it very closely on Live Now from Fox. And of course, we were watching this. We didn't know exactly what we were seeing
Yeah, I'm over here messing up. Tasha. Hey, Tasha, this my man Ajtiim right here. Introduce.
How you doing, mama? How you?
Yeah, I was telling him that you gonna like that you.
Where Tasha from?
Tasha's from San Diego, and she
SD, baby.
And she resides in Texas right now.
SD, baby. I love it. I was out there at Mission Beach. 8 days.
Where's Mission Beach at? That's in Cali, or is that in
That's San Diego.
Texas? Okay.
She know where it's at. I was at the Bahia, ma. Went out on that little riverboat thing. 80 degrees every day.
All right, that's what it is. She said she leaving and she's coming back, but she'll be back throughout the
That's what it is.
throughout the evening.
But yeah, man.
We talk some San Diego when she get back. My bad. Where was we at, y'all?
Just talking about the reality of what's going on and how this going to lead to more people getting in danger in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, most definitely. Oh, and I think
the
he was
tip of
talking
the
about.
iceberg.
I think he was getting into the alleged character of Diddy, basically.
Yeah, how bro was saying, like, yo always been a certain type of way. You know what I mean? Then like we was talking today and they was saying like yo really was molested at an early age and then turn around and, you know, this how trauma work. He turns around and now he's the culprit.
Right. He's on other people. Well, yeah. When you say you he said this is information that you like kind of like surmised from what Gene was talking about. Is that what you're saying?
As far as what part?
Like you were saying that Diddy was touched and all that stuff?
Nah, dudes in the shop today was talking about that in the barbershop. You know what I mean? Like, you know, our dudes be having all types of information. I'm just listening.
Right.
Because I'm not really understanding how he got into all this. You know what I mean? Like, is he just on some power trip shit? But they saying like, nah, like bro really was a victim. You know what I mean? Your boy CD, you know what I'm talking about? Say yo did Puffy the same way. I mean, the crazy part is Puff gonna end up. I mean, I don't know how it's gonna play out.
Well, from what I know, sorry to interrupt you.
No, you good.
From what I know, because like I said, we from the '90s, so we from like the very beginning of seeing Puff on his whole rise. You know what I mean? Like
right.
Parties at Howard and shit. I was told way back then, before any of this thing was a thing, before Puffy was a 100 millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
That he was in some shit with fucking what's his name, yo? Uptown Records, yo. Fucking Andre Harrell, yo.
Harrell.
Yeah, like he was in some shit with Andre Harrell way back then and shit.
They had a boy toy relationship.
Yeah, exactly. And then he jumped Andre Harrell and got the Clive Davis off of that shit. And
like yo really did it on purpose. Like this is what I gotta do to get there, so let me go fuck with him.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's just like alleged information that I've had like all the way back from the 90s.
That's some different shit.
And I never really talked about it, you know what I mean, until, you know what I mean, kind of like I've talked to people about it before, but I've, you know what I mean, after all this shit coming out, yo, it just flashed back me to conversations back at MBNA in fucking 94, yo. You know what I'm saying?
It was already right.
Right. So I've been hearing about this stuff like forever. And I actually kind of forgot about the shit as Diddy became the shit and all that stuff. Like I kind of like even.
Oh, like when you was telling me about the dude you was talking to that time.
Right. The model nigga and shit.
Right.
Yeah. The Tyson, the nigga that was quote unquote in competition with Tyson Beckford.
Which is where a lot of that shit really go down, and music and modeling, all that shit go together.
It go hand in hand.
Having fucking stylists and, you know what I mean, motherfuckers, you know.
Like when he said it back then, you know what I mean? It was outlandish, but I kind of believed yo as a person. You know what I'm saying? Back then.
Just his energy as a man.
Exactly.
Communicating.
Exactly. And then you bring it all the way back, you know what I mean? Like it's like a time warp, yo. You know what I mean? You get the time warp when you start saying all this. You know,
this piece connects to, oh shit. I remember when bro said, woo, woo, woo.
Exactly. And and back to that hurt people shit. You know what I mean?
Hurt people shit.
And
that's what I'm tripping off. Like, yo, the way we was raised or the way I think, you know, how we was raised, motherfucker do something to you, especially if you don't like it. You feel me?
If you care about somebody, you want to protect them from that.
Right.
From that shit
First
happening.
of all, you gotta pay for what you did to me, and I'm not gonna never let nobody else see that happen. But they say, usually people, like they say, if your father or your mother is a drug addict, kids either gonna be just like them or the exact opposite.
Yeah.
So I guess
But
Yo
I
just
think
felt-
like to me, what I see like it's that Roman shit, yo. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So once they in it, and he's probably getting different types of thrills from that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then is that Roman, is that power dynamic shit. You know
I'm
what
gonna
I'm
tell you
saying?
some real shit. Listen, one time, right? I'm talking to a broad, and she was into females, and you know what I mean, she was real transparent about what she did, and you know what I mean, we talked straight. So, you know what I mean, we had what we had and whatever. So she allowed me to have certain conversations with her.
Right.
So I'm like, yo, like, what the fuck you get out of, you know what I mean, seeing a nigga fuck another nigga? You feel me?
Pause.
Pause. Whatever. I don't do the pause.
I'll do the pauses then.
All right, yeah, you do that.
I'll do the pauses. Trust me.
I don't worry
Go,
about none of that shit.
Go ahead, and roll.
Listen, so she say it's a different type of euphoria or nostalgia, whatever she said. But like it the way it hit me when she said it, it was like if you allow yourself to indulge, at some point it'll entertain you. You know what I mean? It'll have a value. So what that mean? That go back to how we was raised in church growing up. Like, yo, once you let the devil in, once you let the sin in, it'll grow, it'll fester.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm thinking, like, as we talking, like, I know most people won't bring up this side, but really, bro is a victim on the low. You feel me? Like he something happened to him, and regardless of how it played out, not that I agree at all.
I mean, all right, I don't quite see it like that he's a victim if he made certain choices.
Well, at some point,
You understand
that's
what I'm
the
saying?
difference between where he at now versus where he was at then. Because he could have got help, he could have got therapy. You know what I mean? He
Yeah,
coulda reached out.
because it's plenty of people out here that had stuff happen to them, and they don't do that.
Well, I'm speaking more of this perspective. You know how you see a dude when we was young growing up, and he might get punked, and then 20 years later, he the most murderous dude on the street.
Right.
You feel me? Like, he a victim because stuff happened to him. I'm not saying that mean that it's okay for him to go out here and do it to somebody else, but it's the same play out. It's the same scenario where this happened to you. You either could become a victim every day, or like a lot of dudes be like, yo, once somebody do this to me, ain't nobody never gonna do this to me no more. And now you do it to everybody before somebody can do it to you. So it's really out of fear. Now it sounds like what they do with this, you know what I mean, whatever they be doing, there's some joy and fun that come into it. To me, that's the sick part. That's the
Right.
perverted part. You know what I mean? But either way, how Malcolm said it, is chickens come home to roost.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And not only that, all right, the sex part is one thing, all of that, but bro, yo destroyed a whole lot of people's lives and careers, man. You feel me? And
Yeah.
you got to answer for that, like on the spiritual level, for real. You know what I mean? Like, dudes got to understand everything play together. It's all a part of each other. So I don't care where he run. Guess what? It's going to be here waiting for him. It's going to be there waiting for him.
100 motherfucking percent.
Yo, I'm just tripping, yo, because Gene really used to tell me how, like, when this shit go down, how it's going to get. And you talking, I was going to New York at the time, so shout out to my man Gene Dale.
Yeah, when he say Gene, he's talking about Gene Dale. If you've been following any of the Diddy stuff, you know that Gene Dale was Diddy's bodyguard. I'm just giving a little introduction. real quick.
Yeah.
Gene Dale is one of Diddy's. He was Diddy's like main bodyguard for a long time, so he was privy to a lot of the inside information. And whatever you think about what you Gene before all of this stuff went down, all these raids and stuff, everything that he said is kind of coming to light. But go ahead, y'all.
The crazy part is, first of all, shout out to Gene Dale. You know what I mean? Real recognized real on every level. So the first thing about it is, dude never sound to me like he was coming at him because he wanted to take him down. It more so seemed to me like Puffy did some dirty shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And in this life, a lot of people don't have the heart for this, but in the life, sometimes God choose you to be the person to bring somebody to justice. You feel me? So like, if whether you talking about stuff with Wolf, whether you talking about stuff with, you know what I mean, the dudes who did the Bad Boy logo, you talking about shit that happened with Big, shit that happened with Pop, you feel me? Like, it's so many people that been done wrong by him at some point. he gonna have to deal with his own shit. So when I first really talked to Gene, what surprised me was being that he was Puffy main bodyguard, he was Wolf Man, he Chaz Man, Black Hand, all the stuff he named. Yo really put his real phone number out in his podcast. And me being a real nigga, I just dialed the number. You feel me? Yo straight answer the phone like, hello? Like, I'm old shit. Like, this really yo. So we get to chopping it up, like, not on the podcast, none of that. And we really get to talking about, like, how things proceeded from back then to now. And what I understood was this man really saw this shit firsthand. Like, you can hear nigga energy when he telling the truth versus a lie. Like, they say a lie don't need no explanation.
Right.
But what he never, to me, was trying to do was, like, dirty up his name. He just was telling facts. You know what I mean? Like, that's what he always say. The facts is the facts. Like, bro gotta deal with his shit. You know what I mean? So, looking at what's happening now, a lot of people need to recognize that we in the time where motherfuckers is getting exposed. Because think about it. It's so many people connected to him that's not even celebrities.
Right.
Even back in the day when Man White was going around doing the music stuff. All this shit was around, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, at the radio station, I had a radio show called Fire on the Streets. Had that shit for one day. Why? Because after I did my first show, which was like a test run, they loved it. Dude take me to lunch. I ain't gonna call no names. Man, dude say, best party you ever went to. He tell me a little story and shit. We stopped with that. So nigga, how about, yeah, best party you ever went to and shit. His frat brothers sucked this dick.
Lord have mercy, y'all.
So look,
you know
listen,
what he,
bro.
yo, pause, yo.
Listen,
know
bro.
what he on, yo.
Listen to me, bro. When
anytime nigga come right out with some wild shit like that,
nigga, I damn near throws the fucking shrimp across the motherfucking table. This nigga just eating slow looking at me. And then the craziest part, this is the part that people don't really understand. My discomfort didn't fucking bother him one bit. It didn't matter to him that I was uncomfortable. This motherfucker just said what he had to say.
No.
So just imagine dealing with somebody like a Puffy. You know what I mean? Like they say, nigga be like, you want this record deal? Bend over. You feel me? Like, yo, these motherfuckers are monsters, yo. And to me, Gene, in his moment, it's one thing to beat the shit out of a nigga, smack the shit out of a motherfucker, put your hands on him.
Latasha said, which frat, yo? She just want to know which frat, yo.
Yo. Honestly, Tasha, I don't even know.
It was red and white.
The booty gang frat. Fuck you mean? Like,
it was red and white.
Yo. I don't know if it was red and white because I got affinity for them boys, but
No. But for real, what I heard is the funny fraternity is that brown and gold one. Whatever the brown, I think they brown and gold.
The Dr. King joint?
The Dr. King joint. Yo.
No, Dr. King. Hey, but listen.
I heard that's the fraternity that got them niggas.
Let's go. I am of the understanding that at higher levels in all types of shit like that shit, that's where that shit go
on. I would say that.
Now I don't know.
No. I'm gonna tell you what my belief is because I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you what my belief is.
Right.
It's whatever. Once you get to a certain power level, is whatever your sexual depravity is. I believe you can always say no.
Whatever your what sexual depravity.
Your sexual depravity is. Whether you like kids, pause. Whether you like niggas, pause. Whether you just like 21-year-old girls, pause. Is whatever your depravity is.
So what you like, you can get more of at that point.
Whatever you like, you can get more of. But you are further locked in because they got you on that shit at that point.
So I'm going to tell you what a dude said the other day, and we just chopping it up. And he was like, when you get to that level of access in the industry, it's people that sit around and study you. So if you like weed, coke, girls, boys, cars, gambling, drinking, whatever, once they know that that's your vice, they use that vice to get to you. Like, say you're a drinker. So you might be a responsible drinker, but they gonna put some pills in your shit.
Right.
Now, you know what I mean? People don't realize how chemically a motherfucker can give you some shit, make you act like a motherfucking chicken for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And those wealthy people have access to doctors that got access to that type of medicine. So what I'm grateful of, and I'm sure it happens, is I'm grateful I never got to the point where I had that kind of access. But I'm sure on that level, like you said, whatever your sexual depravity,
Yeah.
or just your fancy, whatever, you know what I mean, you get off on.
Well, that's what it is. That's what your depravity
And the
is.
crazy part is, yo,
Your kink, your depravity,
that shit is
your
evil.
fetish, whatever it is.
Yo, I hate to sound crazy or churchy, but like, listen, bro. Controversy TV. What we talking about? Controversy. You know what I mean? The things you got to go through in this life to get where you trying to go. You got to know when the fuck to say no. You got to know when the fuck to walk away.
What did Cat say?
About
You got to say no to Diddy.
that nigga said.
That nigga tried to fuck me for 500,000.
Cat, you gotta say, you gotta
say
say
Cat
no.
Williams too. Yo, I don't even know you, bro, but yo, fucking you a real one, yo. I'm gonna tell you why you a real one. Because you've been talking this shit from day one.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers made mockery of you, bro. Just like Dave Chappelle. Shout out
Man,
to Dave
Cat ain't
Chappelle.
had no teeth when he came to the game either, though. That nigga was smoking crack at one point in time. Get the fuck out of here,
That
Cat.
nigga put you in a motherfucking headlock. Man. Chill the fuck out. Hey, yo.
Cat got chill out with that too. Some of that shit true, Cat. You know what I mean? Some of that shit true. You're the man though because he's brilliant. You know what I mean? That's how I look
Definitely.
at the nigga. Like yo a brilliant black man.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Some of the shit he say is true. Some of it is embellished. Some of it is truth embellished to make it entertaining.
Like
and,
everything else.
And some of that shit, Cat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To come to it in at the end of the day. But one thing you had mentioned, and because I got you here, you and Gary Hinton were the people that turned me around with Tupac. You know what I mean? Because at one point in time, I just wasn't a Tupac fan. I became a bigger fan after the man died because D. Corbin actually bought me. Let me take it back. D. Corbin and Dominique, his girl at the time, bought me Machiavelli and Mobb Deep, Hell on Earth. They came out the same day.
Are you talking about light skin Dominic?
The half Chinese, yeah.
Yeah, she was beautiful.
We'll talk about that whole situation later. That man crazy. But
Could this be love? She had did that joint sprung out.
I mean, no,
I'm just playing you. I don't know.
no, for real. If he was,
I have no idea.
yo,
Bro.
if he was, he
All I'm
would have
saying-
married her.
Listen.
She never wanted to break up with y'all. Yo, he devastated that
Really?
girl, yo. Yeah, yo.
Oh, listen, I don't know, but she must have been 3/4 black because I had an Asian chick one time. Let me tell you, boy. You
Hold up, yo.
talking about some whipped cream? Lord have mercy. I said, God damn, is this cool whip?
Yeah, but they bought me. They
Is
bought
that a
me.
pause
No,
moment?
that's not a pause.
That's not a
yo.
pause.
That's not a pause.
Press
moment.
play in this motherfucker.
They bought me Machiavelli and Mobb Deep, Hell on Earth the same day, yo. That shit was just that just like my whole hip hop just changed on that day.
Hinge, yeah.
Yeah, but that's when I became a Tupac fan. You know what I mean? That album solidified me as a Pac fan. But to say this, you and Gary Hinton are actually the original Tupac fans. You know what I mean? And the reason I'm bringing Pac up is because of this whole Diddy shit, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Yo. All that Pac shit was about Diddy. All that Biggie Pac shit was about Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
Diddy putting that battery in
And
Biggie.
Puffy back. I mean, in Biggie
But he was
back.
Puffy at the time, so we're gonna say Puff. It was Puff putting that battery in Biggie back, and it was Puff hating on Pac. Yo, I did not know that it was all Puff hating on Pac because
Okay.
everybody loved
Great fucking
Pac
segue.
for Pac.
Listen.
And everybody fucked with Diddy
The
because he
nigga
was a baller.
Gene Deal. If you go back and look at his videos, I mean, Gene got a bunch of them, but there are videos where he's talking about the relationship between Sean Combs and Tupac Shakur and how they was friends at 1st. Used to kick it everywhere they went together, and then they fell out over
Bitches.
some sexual. He ain't say over the female.
Right.
He said over something happened with them with something in some females, which ain't no telling. Think about it. By that time, Puffy ain't 16 no more.
Right.
What the fuck if they was in the room and this man did some old gay ass shit? You feel me? And the man might have, you know what I mean, responded like, man, what the fuck wrong with you? What, you know what I mean? And now I'm fucking with you no more.
Pac, that would have been a part of the beef in the war if Pac was around. Any gay shit with Puff, Pac would have ended Puff back then. I don't believe that it was no gay shit. That's the only reason I don't believe it was nothing particularly gay. You know what I mean? With at that time that happened between or Pac seen anything gay. I 100% believe if Pac would have seen some shit,
he would have said something.
We would have known that shit.
Would have put it out there.
Yeah, that shit would have been in fucking what's the name? Yo, would have been in Bomb First, yo. I mean, not Bomb First.
Man,
fucking
listen, the other part is, and I think people need to recognize this when it comes to Tupac. Yo, he was a genius on every level. He was before his time on every level. First actor, rapper, model,
dancer.
He did everything, right? And the interesting part is anybody, I'm a child of the arts. You're a child of the arts, right? Grew up and gifted and talented my whole life. And that's something, let's dispel this myth. Anybody in music, fashion, or art that claim to be a gangster, I don't know how much time you put in on your craft and in the street, but that's a heavy balance. Yeah. When you grow up in the hood, it's easy to walk outside and be in it, so you could portray that. Right. But when you talk about the talent that he had, and I'm talking about Tupac right now, as a songwriter, arranger, the ability to teach and compose songs to people in short periods of time. Like when they got a clip one time where he in the studio, I think it's the joint with not with Jane Deal, was with the Bodyguard, the other one that got killed. So he was saying like
the Wolf dude.
No, not Wolf. The curly haired dude that they put over him, the one that shot up the. He protected them when they was in New York. It'll pop in my head, but he say, well, actually, it's a clip of Pac actually saying it. And he talking to the Outlaws. He's like, look, man, you know what I mean? Why these niggas in here? You know what I mean? Y'all drinking and smoking and shit. Right. You know what I mean? You just take this nigga, throw him in the booth, get him to do his verse, this nigga, take this nigga last word, put that on his tongue. He started his verse off with that word, then and at the end, last word, he said, that's the hook, woo, woo, woo. That's a formula, bro. You feel me? So when we talk about these people, and I'm gonna keep it a buck, no matter what the fuck Puffy did or didn't, he a genius in his own way as well. Yeah. Because when you create, all right, let's dispel all this bullshit. Regardless of what the fuck motherfuckers do with their personal life, it takes a certain level of a human being to be successful in business, period. So I'll give you that respect, Sean Combs. I'll give you that respect, Jay-Z. I'll give you that respect, people that Tupac did not fuck with. But what y'all have to admit is he was doing the shit before anybody fucking understood how to do it. He was creating, he was signed directly, Tupac Shakur, to motherfucking Interscope. Right. Dealing with Jimmy Iovine himself. Like the level of intelligence and understanding that he had when it came to music industry, contracts, how you get paid, which is called payola, all that kind of shit.
So hold
on, let me finish.
No, I'm asking, it's a part of what you were saying.
Go ahead.
So, because I don't want you to go too far past it. So basically what happened was, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going off of the understanding of what you just said, because I never knew that Pac was signed directly to Interscope. So
yeah, after
is that how he got out of jail? Suge Knight bought the
Jimmy
Interscope contract.
Yeah, they. So I can't speak specifically because I obviously don't have contracts and I'm not.
Yeah, but Pac,
but when
that first album with Dear Mama wasn't under Death Row, right?
No,
that was straight to Interscope.
No. Tupac wasn't on Death Row. Tupac was on. Listen, bro, understand this. Everybody out there who don't know, understand this. First of all, why do we know this? Because this is our youth. At the time. Tupac is literally 4 years older than me. Tupac. So if I was 16, he was fucking 20. Right. You feel me? So when I'm in 10th, 11th grade, getting ready for a football game, basketball game, jumping all around, we listening to this shit. Or at least I am. At that time, niggas wasn't really into him, but I was. Right. So understanding that at that time, the shit that he was doing, it was his creativity. Right. Because he got signed to Digital Underground as a roadie.
Yeah, I remember that part.
So
then he started performing with them niggas.
He started as a roadie, right? And roadie is whatever the fuck. You go back and you listen to what he said. He said whether it was carrying bags, being a dancer, doing backup vocals, whatever. Tupac was doing it, but because of his relationship with Atron,
Right.
they already knew what Tupac could do.
Right.
So he said when he first went there to talk to what's bro name? Humpty Hump. What's his real name?
Shock G.
Shock. When he went to talk to Shock a smart motherfucker. Shout out to Shock too. That's a real dude.
He passed.
Did he?
I think Shock G passed, yo. Yeah, he passed, yo.
Wow, rest in peace of
Either
Shock
last
G,
year or the
bro.
year before, or something like that.
I've been disconnected for a while, bro, doing what I do, but Shock G said that Tupac's interview was he spit a verse, a rhyme. Shock G didn't pick Tupac up because of he did a favor for Atron. He said Tupac spit a dope ass lyric, and he was like, yeah. So what happened was when he got a chance to get on the song, same song, I think it was All Around the World, whatever.
Yeah,
it was.
same song, joint.
When he got on that, he kicked his verse. Now, if you go back and listen to the verse,
right,
content-wise, tempo, because Jay-Z, I got love for your success, bro, but you done switched up your flow 3 times. I know why you switch it up, because people ain't catching on. Tupac was the same Tupac from day one. He was signed directly with Jimmy Iovine and them, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, anybody who knows, all the way up until he was in Dannemora, and nobody would come and get him, but Jimmy Iovine and them had money that belonged to him.
Right.
And they wouldn't come and get him for whatever political reasons. I don't want to get into the political shit, right?
Yeah.
So when Suge came and got him, through the years of reading, shit that all the antics of David Kenner and Suge and whoever else was involved, Lydia, somehow they used that money at Interscope as a part of the deal, but they limited what Tupac could get. So when Tupac came out to fulfill his part of the deal,
right,
he had to sell a certain amount of albums to make a dollar amount. What's my point? Tupac was on death row for 9 months. He released a double album, All Eyes on Me. That shit went 10 times platinum. The only motherfucker was going anywhere near that type of platinum back then was motherfuckers like Michael Jackson and Eminem.
Eminem wasn't out yet.
So when you look at Puffy, his career, even if you look at his goals, they had to be to reach the same level of success as far as record sales, building out a record label. Because think about it, people don't even realize, but Tupac had his own record label. You feel me? That was his actual label was Tupac. So he was signed to himself, and then when he brought on the Young Thugs and all of them, was
Outlaws.
The Outlaws and all of them,
Right.
He was bringing them under a whole different umbrella, and that's where I don't want to get into certain shit because you know what I mean. You got certain people still fucked up over it, but he was leaving Death Row and he already had his own shit set up.
Yeah, I remember.
You feel me? And all he wanted was what was owed him
Right.
outside of what he owed them. What's my point? That's the same motherfucking game Puffy fucked everybody over with because who else was Puffy tight with at first before they fell out? Motherfucking Suge Knight. That's where all the shit go back to Atlanta. So as a motherfucker who on the sideline, right? I'm only speaking about stuff that I heard and y'all can find on YouTube. What I love about this platform is anything I say, whether I'm right or wrong, look it up. Look it up for yourself. But yeah, man, that man definitely, Puffy definitely has lived a life of jealousy and desire to be like other men, bro.
Right.
And to whatever extent, that shit that came back and bit his ass in the ass right now.
He said, there's nothing to say about it. It's in my hands.
Even Suge Knight gets angry at people who think that he killed Tupac. But
Bitch ass Puffy can give him a star, and every rat in the world said he didn't want to kill Tupac. Or had him shot.
And now, after the arrest of Keefe D, who said that Puff Daddy offered him $1 million to murder Tupac, many raised the question, will Puff Daddy...
And these niggas is telling, yo. Like, yo.
Telling is regular now, bro.
Yo, I'm just saying, yo, like.
Say it yourself.
Yo, out loud these niggas is telling, yo.
Man, we live in a different world, bro.
face charges. Let's look into what exactly happened between Pac and Puff Daddy. At the beginning, they were good friends. This could be understood from one particular moment. When Biggie prepared his
Just said
album
that shit.
Ready to Die, Biggie worried he could miss his shot, considering that the new label he was signed to, Bad Boy, owned by his manager Sean Puffy Combs, hadn't taken off yet. Things weren't happening for him quickly enough, he complained. He asked Tupac to take over as his manager, in hopes Tupac could advance his music and film career as rapidly as he'd done his own. Tupac rejected the offer and told him that he has to be in Bad Boy Records and that Puff Daddy will make him a star.
Biggie and Tupac were street buddies. Biggie called Tupac Duke.
Still here, show for real.
But all good things eventually come to an end. Tupac was one day in New York, heading to Quad Recording Studios. Tupac got a little... When he went downstairs, he saw Tupac with his friends lying on the ground. Two robbers aimed weapons at them, and he told them to go back into the elevator.
Yeah, see, this kind of shit right here, bro, I ain't gonna front. I ain't trying to speak on none of this shit. Cause this motherfucker still out here, victimized by this shit. Niggas still in jail, and motherfuckers still can get murdered over that type of shit. But all this shit tied in, bro.
Yeah, it's all tied in. And from what I've learned online, you know what I mean? Because that's all I'm going off of, and the people I actually believe or have some validity, like Gene Dale, is that everybody knew about what was going on.
That's it.
All them niggas.
Think about it, yo. Whenever you're in the inside of any circle, ain't no motherfucking secrets.
Yeah.
Because people see shit. People around. Don't nobody gotta tell you. You seen it for yourself.
Yeah, and Biggie gets a lot of passes because he was passive aggressive in the whole situation. You know what I mean? I'm a Biggie fan also, but Biggie gets a lot of passes because he was passive aggressive. But
I'm a Biggie fan now of his music.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna front. I was so diehard. You know, bro. I used to actually fucking put a bandana on.
Yeah,
I couldn't stand him because I was blinded. But yo, Biggie and Pop together. Think about it from a business perspective. That shit caused problems for other people. Why? Tupac didn't need a record executive. Big was his man.
Yeah.
Yo, they would have got dumb rich together and they wouldn't have fucked each other over.
Yeah, they would have got rich together. I think Biggie, because people always just brush over the fact that Biggie called that radio station, yo, and niggas went and shot up that New York video shoot.
That's the bodyguard. That's the situation from the bodyguard that got them out of there like that.
Okay.
I can't remember his name. It'll pop in my head, but y'all know what I'm talking about. You look it up.
Yeah, but people just brush over that shit, yo, and that's one of the main events that really caused the quote unquote East Coast West Coast really Bad Boy versus.
Y'all want to get some good insight? Go look up Before I Wait, and then look up Thug Angel. Those are two. It's funny because back then VHSs came out, but those are two pieces that came out immediately after things happened, and it just gives you a different insight when you look at what actually came out immediately versus what came out years later and down the line.
Right. Let me see what Gilbert and I'm talking about, y'all.
Shout out to Gilbert Arenas, yo.
About, some major news.
Gilbert Arenas be talking big shit.
Things are not looking good for Diddy right now. The music and business mogul had his homes in Los Angeles and Miami raided.
Fuck with Kenya
Security on Monday amid a federal sex trafficking investigation based out of New York. So this is some of the footage. They rode in there with the heaters. I believe his two sons were at the crib.
Damn.
They were escorted out.
Now, do you see the ladder by the ladder?
Oh, they really locking their asses up.
The ladder?
They had a ladder at the beginning.
His sons got arrested.
Yeah, that's what I heard. They said they locked them niggas. I heard it was one son. I ain't hear it was two.
From what I heard, it was both his sons got locked up. It might have just been one.
Wolf's son.
You said Wolf's son?
Is Wolf's son. No, I don't mean to say like. So the one supposed to might have had been Wolf. That's Justin. And what's the Justin one name?
That's Justin, and it'll come to me. They call him King Combs, but it'll come to me. The one that looked just like Puff.
Yeah. Now talk about controversy in Puffy life. Even with that Big Me situation with Wolf, y'all can look that up.
Right.
You feel me? and their relationship, how Gene talked about their relationship, you read into it for yourself, but you add in the fact that Justin damn near looked just like that boy. When Gene started laughing, shit is funny.
Yeah, I mean he looked like him. He do. I mean, I can see how people say he looked like him, but also
What the mother look like?
Also, when I see Justin, I see his mother, yo.
I always say what the mother look like though. Ain't that the mother that got the baby by Christopher Williams too, or some shit like that?
No, the one that got the baby by Christopher Williams is the one. What's the name got the baby by Christopher Williams?
Who? The one he put in the gold casket.
I don't know, yo. But it's not her. He don't got two by the first one. The first one is the blonde chick that was in the video.
Misha, what's her name?
Yeah,
Misha.
the blonde one. You know what I mean? If you see her,
Lisa.
Yeah,
that's the first, the real pretty one.
Right.
She a stylist and all that.
Right. So if you see her, you can see Justin in her. You know what I mean?
And the complexion.
Yeah, and then like I did a breakdown. I put him and Puff next to each other. They got some little features like eyebrows and shit like that.
But let's be honest,
you know what I mean?
This the type of real shit that go on outside of the
all the
music.
time.
Yeah, I
You know
mean,
what I
you got
mean? All
motherfuckers
the
that
time.
got babies by family members and all that shit. Don't nobody ever want to tell nobody, but everybody knowing all of those bullshit. So, I mean, the fucked up part to me was the fact that brother ended up not being here, and when certain information came out, people really reached out to Yo to try to stop it. Like,
No, not Blue Cantrell. That's Jay-Z ex Tasha.
Niggas say Yo really told them people like, do what y'all gotta do, and that man really looked out for you all these years, and you ain't want to get that man his money back, and now that man ain't here no more, bro. You got a lot of dirt, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of ugly cuz.
Yeah, but he got one by it's not Christopher Williams, it's Al B. Shaw.
Al B. Shaw. Christopher Williams the one he made, supposedly.
Yeah, but nah, see, all right. Yo,
they say the man made the man.
I can profile.
Say that man made that man get yo.
I need to be
in the office in front the assistant, bro.
I need
what
to
kind of
be
monster is you, man?
A crazy yo. I need to be a SVU motherfucker. Check it out, y'all.
What's SVU?
Is a show called it's Special Victims Unit. It's all of the sexual crimes, yo. You know what I mean on Law and Order.
You crazy, yo. Go ahead.
So
you want to be a detective?
Yeah, I really could have been a detective, and detectives running my family and shit.
I'm sure.
Like really, I tell you.
Shout out to my grandfather. My grandfather was a Capitol Police officer.
Yeah.
Spencer Lee. Love you, granddad.
Well, my uncle Lee, ironically, my Uncle Lee Cousins was the first black detective in Baltimore City.
Okay.
You know what I mean? My mother's brother, if you look Marcellus Ward up, he died in '85 in an undercover raid down on Wilkins Avenue and shit. Like it was like a big national thing because he was one of the first.
That explains somehow militant behavior.
Yeah, he was like one of the first DEA agents. Like when DEA first came about, like
wow,
like doing joint missions with the feds and the
you got an
local
interesting motherfucking background.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Both looking at one side of my family, the other side of my family. My mother and father was literally like Cherry Hill Romeo and Juliet for real.
Nah, right.
Like really, y'all.
Shout out to Pops.
Fucking crime family and the fucking police family and shit.
Shout out to moms.
But the fucking where was that? Going back to Diddy and Christopher Williams. Now that you pick to say Christopher Williams and Al B. Shaw.
Right.
This you gotta realize. Puffy took Al B. Shaw's son. He goes by the last name Combs. You understand what I'm saying?
So maybe that's the one I keep saying look like Wolf.
No, it's the other one. Because this one look just like Al B. Shaw. He don't look like nobody but Al B. Shaw.
Okay.
All right. So, if you remember...
Is the one that's supposed to be Wolf's son, or potentially Wolf's son, is he dark or is he light?
He's light. He's light.
Right.
They're around the same
black hair,
complexion.
right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's Justin.
Justin, yeah, the one to play football.
What's Al B. Shaw's son name?
I forget his name, but he's
It
tall.
ain't
He's tall and thin. Justin like a short and athletic,
stocky
like
like
and shit.
yeah. And the other one, he's slender.
He looked like Puffy. He looked just like Puffy back in them old
Right.
bad boy joints. All right. So if you think about it, you remember Albie Shore was the shit. Yo was King Light Skin at one point in time. He was Drake at one point in time. You understand what I'm saying? This is probably like, you know what I mean? You remember like the late 80s, early 90s, when we first going to high school.
When light skinned niggas was the shit.
Light skin curly,
couldn't get no
nice
work.
light skin curly head niggas.
And then we changed that narrative. Nichols, you ain't never coming back.
Yeah, yo, shout out to Wesley Snipes, Nino Brown. You know what I mean? So fucking when Christopher Williams came out, he literally stole Al
Christopher
B. Shore's
Williams was
spot.
in
New Jack City, yo.
That's crazy. I ain't never think about that.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He took Al B. Shore's spot. He was
Kareem
like
Akbar.
Kareem Akbar. He was like the new Al.
It was bigger than Nino Brown.
He was like the new Al B. Shore, basically, but he could actually he was basically could sing better and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he took over Al B.
was
Shore.
more hood type.
Well, Al B. Shore. All right, the story of Al B.
He
Shore
more
is
like a nigga. Christopher Williams is more like a county boy.
Yeah, but Al B. Shore, you remember he had the
energy wise. Anyway, go.
He tried because Al B. just wasn't a good a singer as Christopher Williams, but he was the shit though. Al B. was the shit. Fuck that. That's my guy. Pause. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Christopher Williams took over whose spot? Al B. Shore. What is he? The pretty nigga Kareem Akbar. You know what I mean? So Diddy takes Al B. Shore's son, and then he take Christopher Williams' mouth. Pause. The two premier pretty light skinned niggas in the game.
That's a tough motherfucker.
You know what I mean?
Hey yo, I'm gonna tell you what else James say though. On some real shit, they'll say the nigga Puffy not no whore type nigga though. Like he not no bitch. Like he's
that's a gangster
type nigga. Yeah, the nigga say the nigga squab and all that. Like for real. Like
no, he's a gangster.
That's what he said.
He's a maniacal motherfucking. He's a super villain.
He said if Tupac and Puffy would have fought, he said Tupac was too light in the ass. Puffy would have whooped his ass because he was too light. He say Puff, and if you ever, I done seen like pictures of him like with his shirt off, like the shit when he coming out of the yoga. The nigga is like he thick. You feel me? Now I don't know if the nigga could go.
It depends on what year though, y'all. Cause I think back then,
what's they height and weight? I don't. You know what I mean? Cause the nigga say Pop is fast.
Tupac.
You feel me?
You silly, Tasha. But go ahead, what you saying?
That's San Diego.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, bro, that shit crazy how the nigga, like, was a motherfucking booty gangster. Like, yo, so when the nigga talking about how Puffy used to be putting them in the headlocks and shit, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? He's pushing them around and shit, right?
Right. Testing niggas.
Yeah. So the nigga Gene say that's his way of testing the nigga, so he letting you know, if I turn this shit up, you couldn't do nothing to stop it. But how you turning this shit up to fuck a nigga? Nigga, you's a wild ass nigga.
Yeah, yo.
Now, I get it, not that it's no better. I get it if you a wolf ass nigga and you turn up with a nigga and take his money, rob him, slap him around, whatever. You know what I mean? This nigga rough a nigga up, take his bitch, and make you suck his dick.
Yeah,
if that ain't a motherfucking gangster, what the fuck is?
Pausellini, yo. But the nigga is like he really like the definition of a diabolical villain, yo. Think about the nigga, yo. He's a fucking villain, yo.
That nigga ain't no villain. That nigga's a motherfucking goofy, man.
Nah, he a villain. You know what I mean? He's definitely a villain.
That man destroy people's lives, man.
That's what villains do, yo.
Motherfucking devil.
Like, come on, yo. Like, if you wrote that motherfucking story in like a motherfucking movie, motherfucker might even say that shit is unbelievable, yo. This shit this nigga been doing through, like, this nigga been doing shit for, yo, a motherfucker been doing shit for 30 years now, yo. And I know he ain't the only one. There's a whole lot of villains out here, yo. It's a whole lot of villains out here.
They say your man Jay might be next, bro. They say that R. Kelly shit gonna come back to haunt him.
What you mean, hanging with R. Kelly?
Nigga say he know everything R. Kelly was doing and he was a part of it. Say Dame Dash starting to, get a little loose lippy about some old situations back in the day.
See, I remember when they did that album together that it was an issue because I remember that's when Dame first started messing with Aaliyah. So that's when Dame started bucking about Jay messing with R. Kelly.
That was some goofy shit too, though.
So R. Kelly, Jay-Z really killed the momentum of the whole best of both worlds shit. Cause that was about to be the shit.
Question is why?
Because Dame didn't like it. So Jay killed it.
Dame didn't like
the fact that Jay was
Kels and Hove
doing this movement with R. Kelly.
Why wouldn't he like that? He make money off of it.
Because Dame had just started messing with Aaliyah.
So they all let the bitch get in the way. Excuse you know what I mean? Not pause, but would you say no disrespect to Aaliyah, you know what I mean? Her family, everybody. Shout out to a great artist, dope artist. I'm talking about men, how we function amongst each other.
Yeah, well.
So they quote
their
emotion about a female.
Emotion or he quote unquote Dame was on the nobody should be messing with this nigga because of what he did to Aaliyah shit. That's the shit that Dame was on from then on.
But older than R. Kelly.
They might be the same age, or
so what's the difference?
I guess she was grown once.
Now she's 18.
No, I mean I think she was in her 20s by the time Dame got to her.
Man,
but
that's still a whole lot of older dudes. Like I ain't.
It's still a whole lot of older dudes, but it's still a difference between it's still a difference between 22, 21, 22, and 15.
That's my
14,
point.
15.
That's my point. It's a difference.
It's definitely a difference, especially since she has. Especially see, I'm not excusing it, but I can see the difference between a girl woman that has been in the industry, has been in the world, has been taking care of herself for 6 or 7 years, but at this point, compared to a girl 14 fresh out and this
I ain't on front, bro. That ain't a conversation for me because I grew up in a household full of sisters and my mother, and I know women play dirty, you know, in defense of men, because you know I'm definitely a male chauvinist.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But I'm not saying men are elite to women, but I support men in a very strong way. But
no, but it's a big admission to just go ahead and say you feel like you were a chauvinist, and let's get that shit out the way.
I've been called a chauvinist, and you know what I mean. When I look up the definition, see, I'm a wordsmith.
Right.
You feel me? So you talk to me, I'm gonna look up what you're talking about. I'm gonna look up the words that you're using to understand how you're using them, whether you're using them good, right, or wrong, so that I can break down whether you know what the fuck you're talking about.
Right.
So in the whole relationship between the man and the woman, when it comes to sex, the whole shit is fucked up from day one.
Right. He paid Foxy off because she speaks glowingly of Jay-Z, y'all. So Foxy cool with that bread they gave her, y'all.
Listen, bro. Once again, the things that go on in that, because it ain't just the music industry. Can you imagine what going on in the sports world? Like young females that may be daughters of prominent executives around young athletes. You hear about it every now and then. You ever think about why shit like Deshaun Watson and some of that shit that be going on with the athletes would really be going on? They be fucking them young white girls, bro. Like I know for a fact.
I mean, I think they be hitting them white girls, but I don't think they be out here hitting 14. I don't think they be out here hitting 14, 15-year-old white girls.
I'm only speaking
and
of
them
the
athletes,
dynamic.
they be young too.
The same dynamic.
Yeah, no, I think it's a different dynamic.
Well, I mean that's your opinion. I'm just
and I think those a lot of those young white girls are preying on the athletes also. So
you think Aaliyah, no disrespect again, but you think Aaliyah ain't know what she was doing?
I'm not gonna say she ain't know what she was doing, but at 14, 15, that's a different. That's still
14, 15-year-old girls, and I got a daughter, and then I'll be on her about this. 14, 15-year-old girls be hot in the ass, bro.
Yeah, hot in the ass, and making certain decisions are two different things.
Point. They'll put themselves in a situation. Now, here's where the blame shift. You can have a 13, 14, 15-year-old young lady. She might be a virgin, right? But she horny, right? Let's talk human sexuality, right? Just natural hormone shit, right? You kissing, touching, this, that. It's a difference when you have intercourse. You feel me? So at the moment of intercourse, now she may be facing the whole situation where her hymen gonna get broken. It's gonna be blood, all types of stuff. But she don't know that trauma great happened to her. That's ignorance. But as an older dude, you know.
That's
You know what
always.
I mean? Now
that's
they both kids.
It's different,
and they don't know exactly. They both victims.
Yeah, that's
and when I say victim, I'm just talking about something happening to you.
Yeah, but
and it might be as well as you doing something to somebody else.
It's a different mind state altogether. It's a different experience.
When neither one of y'all really know what the fuck y'all doing.
Right, exactly. All right, first of all.
But afterwards, guess what? You done bust a nut, she done came, and that becomes the thing that you keep seeking. Yo, I lost my virginity in the 6th grade, bro. A female took my virginity from me. I had no fucking idea how to put it in.
Right.
I tried to go to the bathroom 3 times. She kept saying, you don't got pee. Just leave it in. The feeling that I felt after that, I still chase to this day.
Exactly.
So
but
that changed,
and a lot of
thinking.
And for
like
most
drugs,
people,
it changed how you think about
for exactly
shit.
what you just said. For most people, you know what I mean. Some people break out of shit. Some people get therapy or whatever that changes them at some point in time. But for most people, they kind of prisoners to their first sexual experience.
So going back to Puffy.
No. Listen. We're gonna stay where we at for a second because we hit something big when you say a 14-year-old girl hot in the ass.
Speak
on
it.
You know what I mean? You hitting something big at that point. That's why it's important. You know what I mean, for young girls not to be having their first sexual experiences with dirty ass old man.
And that's why it's important.
You know what I mean?
Hold up, have a positive relationship with your motherfucking father.
Of course.
So you can listen to what the fuck he telling you, so you won't end up in a situation like that.
but a lot of times we do know, you know what I mean? Because it got to be a whole lot of different reinforcements in there with the mother, you know what I mean, the father, all that shit. But we do know a lot of times, even with strong fathers in girls' lives, we've been with girls when we were boys that had strong fathers in their lives. And a lot of times, them strong fathers kind of helped us out by being a little too strong fathers sometimes. You know what I mean? When I say
helped
strong,
us out how?
By the daughters rebelling. You know what I mean? For whatever.
Against him, which means she run to me.
Exactly.
You
know what I mean?
So that's why, again, it's important for her to have a healthy relationship so that she doesn't rebel against his leadership. She trusts him and know if my daddy telling me don't do this or do that, then it's for a good reason. You feel me?
Right.
But because we know that don't normally happen, we live in a society where most people don't even have that understanding of sexuality, boundaries of interaction with a man. Yo, these kids out here, they sending coochie pics, penis pics, all types of stuff to each other. They a virgin. They have, do you know it's a thing to have oral sex and still consider yourself a virgin?
Yeah, that's that white people shit. I know black people doing it now, but that's that shit.
Black people doing a whole bunch of shit that only white people used to do. That's the motherfucking problem out here, bro.
Yeah.
Even this gay shit.
That's that white people shit.
Yo, I'm not saying that gay is wrong. That's your choice. But
and I ain't saying it ain't been gay black people.
But I remember growing up at 816 North Avenue, bro, right here in motherfucking West Baltimore where we at, bro. And I remember it was a faggy down the block. Yo used to sit on the steps, smoke his cigarettes. Everybody spoke to him. He was cool, but he didn't sashay around. And if he needed something from the store, either one of the kids would go or he would send somebody, and that was cool. Where did it become the norm for us to live in an inferior environment where homosexuality now permeates the whole fucking environment, and you got to figure out how to be straight and not be offensive? That's ridiculous, bro.
Money and votes, politics, shit.
I mean, yo, it's so vicious to where you gotta be careful what you say.
That's what all that shit about, y'all. You know what I mean? If black people had the same type of organizing and all of that, we might have such a voice too. Matter of fact, we wasted a lot of our voice, y'all. We wasted a lot of that shit for real.
And that's a whole nother conversation. Wasted, sold. I mean, yo, we fucked up, bro. I mean, case in point, look at this brother, yo. Yo, you know how much positive, and I'm not saying he ain't do no positive. But you know how much positive he could have done, but look where his life gonna end up at.
Yeah. In my point of view, yo, I hate using that they thing, but they ain't even gonna line you up to get that that billion like that, yo.
If they ain't gonna chop your head off in the end.
Not even that. If you're not gonna sell liquor and shit like that, yo. You know what I mean? They not letting us get that type of motherfucking ham and change the world at the same time.
It's a loaded position, yo.
That's basically what I'm saying.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Shit real, bro. The question is, what the fuck we gonna do about it?
Yeah, you gotta sell some death and destruction if you want to get like to a certain place. You know what I mean?
In their world, with them.
Yeah.
Like my man say,
cause like even Jay-Z, like as cool as Jay-Z is, he helped make some smarter drug dealers out here.
Yo said some smarter drug dealers.
Jay-Z helped make some smarter drug dealers. That's not exactly really, a positive thing.
He just made it some information.
He just made it cool. You know what I mean?
That allowed you to avoid some bumps and bruises.
Yeah.
But
you're still gonna end up in them same places though. You know what I mean?
That's to what event? You know what I'm saying?
You're still gonna end up in them same places.
You still going in the cell. You know what I'm saying? You still gonna end up getting shot at and finding yourself in situations where you gotta deal with things and do things you may not want to do. You know what I mean? It's this life, yo. At some point, man, we gotta enjoy this life,
right,
in a clean way. You feel me?
Right.
Hence, navigating the controversy, bro. You know what I mean? All this crap going on out here.
Speaking of Jay-Z.
Hey, B.
Hold up, though, y'all.
She got the skirt joint on.
Hold up.
Flops, mama.
Hey, Tasha. They say that this what Jay-Z pulled Beyonce in. Is he fresh?
Shit, back then at that time he definitely was.
Right. No. It's funny because this rolling off of a semi. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say it was viral off a viral post somebody had yesterday about this dude. He had a striped polo shirt on. He had some jeans on. They was middle fitting jeans, so they wasn't too big, they wasn't too small. Mm-hmm. And he had a pair like about $50-$60 New Balance on, but everything was coordinated. You know what I mean? Yo, it was crispy. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Everything was coordinated. Nigga did have a motherfucking crease in his motherfucking jeans though, yo.
He's from Houston?
I don't know where he's from, but he had a straight motherfucking crease
in Houston. Them niggas is not playing with the creases. You think it's a joke.
Yeah.
Niggas will fuck you up out there.
Right. But let me see. No socks. You know the drill. Nah. All right. This is for real. That nigga look wild in any era, yo. I'm sorry,
no,
yo.
Bro. Fuck no. I used to dress like that. Look, he got on jean shorts with a white tee with the baseball jersey thrown in. He probably got on ankle socks. Come on, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's where he messed up at, yo. You can't have no jersey on and no socks, yo. You look crazy,
fuck
yo.
You mean, bro? See, you gotta have the swag for that, bro.
No.
Listen to me, bro. Listen.
You got the wrong footwear on, yo. That's all I'm saying,
yo. You don't even know. Yo, they look like cream felines.
No, they actually S. Carter's. He got his own shit on.
All right, so
you know what I mean?
He was definitely getting money at that time.
It just don't look right. That's all I'm saying.
What year is that, bro?
It don't matter. That's my point,
yo. You know at that time you was wearing the same motherfucking shorts.
I ain't never had no motherfucking
this nigga lying.
Jersey on up top.
Listen, bro, that jersey probably cost $500 or better, bro. It's probably custom.
That
the
don't
nigga got a
matter,
green
yo.
watch
I'm talking about the way the shit look, yo.
With the stripe down the side, with the, you know what I mean?
Yo, you talking about the wrong shit, yo. He been better off putting some Timbs on with them shorts,
talking fashion. No, hell no. He's swaggy. He's swaggy, nigga. You know,
so he should have had a different type of shirt on. Yo,
listen, bro.
Yo, this nigga, my man Crab holla.
Where they at, in L.A.?
He overdressed and underdressed at the same time.
As niggas tend to do. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's the only problem, yo. That's all I'm saying,
But
yo.
if he in L.A., come on, bro. Yo, you know how hot the fuck it be out there? Yo, I remember when I first moved to Vegas.
If he in LA, he need to take that damn jersey off then, yo.
He might have just hopped out the car going from AC to AC. It's a thing
yo.
out there.
He need
bro.
to put some socks on, yo.
That's
what he need to do, yo.
I don't know. I'm not. How the fuck? I'm trying to fuck with the fake Jay-Z. I don't give no fucks, nigga.
No, for real though.
But I'm just not a hater.
No, it was funny. Personally, I know the shit was acceptable for back then. I'm just joking the shit. I'm ragging.
That was like an acoustic jersey, yo. Acoustics Troy.
I'm ragging
Shout
on.
out to Acoustics.
Hell yeah, shout out my man Troy. No, I'm just ragging on the fact that the jersey look wild with no socks. That's all I'm saying, yo.
Any nigga with some swag, know for sure that's how we got down. Especially if you had nice legs. You know what I mean? If you was a hooping nigga or some shit and the bitches was already on you, you feel me? You had that motherfucking calf muscle going down with the extra little flex on the side.
Ain't no calf muscles in them.
You're not looking from the back, bro. You don't know.
Pause, yo. I'm not looking from the back, yo. But
yo, this nigga hate Jay-Z legs, yo.
Well, no, I ain't talking about the size of the nigga legs. I'm talking about the length of the shorts ain't showing no calf muscle, yo.
When he walk?
No, yo.
Kickback.
Nigga, they kulaks, yo.
They kulaks.
They got them kulaks on, yo. But no, you got to have socks with a jersey on, yo. That's all I'm saying, yo.
What, long socks so then the bottom of his legs be white?
He at least got to like, yo, he got to have something over top. You can't do the ankles or the no socks,
They could be low, well, no.
No, he might got some footies on. They had footies back then.
I'm a footy nigga, bro. Look, you ain't never take your motherfucking socks and in the summertime cut them so that they don't even come up in your shoe.
I ain't had no jersey on, yo. That's my point, yo.
Yo, man, in your jersey.
Yo, ain't accessorized correctly, yo. It look wild,
he got the green
yo.
watch,
He
matching the green
overdressed.
and white jersey, and on the side, the S dots might be green,
Nigga,
bro.
I'm not talking about the color coordination, yo. I'm talking about the fact that he missing socks, yo. That shit look wild,
Socks
yo.
are not accessories,
with
bro.
a jersey. You crazy, yo.
They underclothes.
You crazy, yo.
What are you talking about? Socks
You crazy, yo.
Are your drawers accessory?
Hell yeah, your drawers are
No,
accessory,
they not,
yo.
bro. Accessory is something you add to.
I'm just talking about the fact that that is a part of the fit though, yo. And what I'm saying is, yo, is you need some socks on with a jersey, yo. That's all I'm saying, yo.
Yo, we two different type of niggas then. So you don't wear flip flops.
Flip flops. I ain't wearing no flip flops, yo.
Hey yo, hit the button.
Flip flops, yo.
Hey yo.
But nah, yo.
Real niggas wear flip flops. Where are my real Gucci flip flop wearing ass niggas? Stand up out this bitch. And to bust your motherfucking shit. Nigga, I'll drop a motherfucking spin kick on your
I ain't say it was nothing wrong with nobody else wearing no flip flops.
We was in Vegas, Dippy and them, Dippy gonna say, hey bro, what the fuck? Well, we wasn't saying bro yet. So he, yo, the fuck you got on? Foot thongs?
That's exactly what they call, yo. They thongs, yo.
Right? So it's him, Mike Bird. Who the fuck else was it? Another dude. So you know I'm feeling some type of way. I said, yo, I'll kick these motherfucking flip flops off and whoop your motherfucking ass, nigga. But I thought about that shit. Niggas will definitely try you.
Tell us to put some flip flops on. No, I wear some slides. I ain't wearing.
Yo,
no
they got
flip-flops.
flip flops with the air, Tasha. They got flip flops with the air bubble and the motherfucking can opener on the bottom of the joints. Listen, see, niggas gotta diversify they motherfucking
yo, nigga wearing some air thongs, yo. That's crazy,
bro.
yo.
Yo,
I ain't
fuck,
wearing.
first of all, yo, what you could do, the male flip flops are more robust.
You're wearing some air chancletas.
Listen, bro. So when you stand there at the motherfucker, I did that at a motherfucking cookout one time. Now I mean, nigga come over there with the beer, but he popped it. Yo, anybody got? I'll take my motherfucking flip like, nigga, like, damn, yo.
You must have been out Vegas with them Mexicans. Would probably love that shit.
I got the flip flops from Vegas for sure. They leather too. They brown leather, go with everything, and I still got them.
Yeah, nah, you got. I'm saying you put it like this, yo. I ain't cool enough to wear no
white
motherfucker.
boys wear flip flops.
I ain't fuck
all
them,
the
yo.
time.
Fuck a tough white boy, yo.
Yo, why is it a different rule for them versus us, yo?
Yo, for one, yo, my disclaimer was I'm not mad at nobody else for wearing flip flops, yo. You can wear all the flip flop you want to wear, yo. I'm not gonna never say, yo, why you got them on,
Let
yo?
me be clear. Flip flops are for certain occasions. I'm not gonna sit here and defend wearing no motherfucking flip flops around town.
No, you can be a
As
Maxwell
compared.
ass nigga and wear the flip flops with the
Nah, you going
motherfucking
too far,
with the
bro. Nah,
motherfucking
you going too far. See, there we go.
with the motherfucking
This
what
how
you
your
call that
man
shit,
try
yo?
to slide you and shit. Nigga, you know I ain't no Maxwell, no nigga. That nigga is a puffy nigga.
Yo, you can be a Maxwell nigga, yo, wear the fucking, what you call that shit?
My bad,
for
bro.
the summer,
I don't
yo.
even have no facts to say Maxwell because I ain't trying to.
For the summer, what you call that
Maxwell,
shit, yo?
I
What's the
don't know what
material,
you
yo?
be, bro.
I'm getting a block, yo.
A block for what?
I'm getting a brain block, yo. What's the summer material, yo? The summer cotton shit, yo. You know what I'm talking about, yo?
Summer cotton.
Yeah, yo. The motherfucking
lace.
Lace, yo. What the fuck out of here, yo? You know what I'm talking about, yo?
Mesh. What the fuck is you talking about? Summer cotton. It's
Yeah,
cotton.
yo. The shit, nigga.
Cotton is cotton.
Yo, what's the shit you put on only for the summer though, yo? Linen, yo. The linen, yo. You might have the linen shit on, yo, with the shit with the motherfucking flip flops and shit, yo.
That's
I can't do that shit. I ain't that cool, yo.
That be the Nigerians with them thick ass
I
sandals.
ain't that cool, and I'm not premiering my toes like that. Fuck that shit. My toes is private, yo.
Hey, yo. Slides is cool. Right. And that's why the slide game then stepped up, bro. You feel me? Because dudes had to find a way to let their feet breathe. Come on, yo, let's not even act like niggas don't be having foot problems, yo. Niggas be having all kinds of foot fungus and all types of shit. They run around with motherfucking socks and Timbs on all motherfucking. Yeah, you gotta let your feet breathe.
No, you right. You right. That's the thing. That's the thing.
But it's a difference, nigga, between wearing flip-flops and going on vacation with Puffy.
Yeah, yo.
Hey, yo, 50 Cent to nigga total. Let's go shopping.
Go shopping, yo.
I pay for it. Nigga said, what the fuck you just say? He said, this was a long time ago. At Chris Lighty party, at Chris Lighty wedding, he said, you gonna make me fuck the wedding up.
Yo, this nigga tell Fabulous like, yo, I did party with you, yo.
Nigga, nah, dad.
Yo, you ain't party. Party with me.
Yo.
Yo, holla, you ain't party with me.
I know that nigga shitting himself right now, bro.
Yo, they say he's pacing around the airport down Miami and shit, yo. Yo, I don't know what he was doing, yo. He sent he sent the jet off. Everybody think he on the jet because he on the manifest. They talking about they force land the jet somewhere.
He not on the motherfucker.
Man, Young Miami and her bitches on there, yo. They flying. Puffy got them flying around everywhere in the motherfucking jet like it's an Uber and shit, yo. Like somebody gonna be chasing Puffy thinking he on the jet, yo. This nigga really think he a villain, yo.
Yo, he is a villain. Yeah, look.
This nigga's putting riddles out there and shit, yo. They call you the diddler.
This nigga got the decoy jet.
Yeah, yo, he literally sent the jet out as a decoy, yo. Come on, yo. I think he trying to get through Mexico so that he can get to he probably trying to get over there with Russell, yo. Russell probably like, don't bring that shit over here, yo. They know I'm over here already. You know what I mean? I got my own shit going on.
Yo, how long Russell Simmons been over there? Though they got the joint. Where is Diddy?
Yo, Russell, yo, anybody know how long Russell been in Bali?
House trashed after raid. Damn, bro.
They came in there, ransacked this shit, yo.
No comment on homes raided. So he done been interviewed somewhere.
They ain't arrest him. Then. That's wild, though. Why they take his sons out?
But see, this is the type of shit I was saying about the clickbait. You never know. You might click on that and it might be who knows?
Right.
That's why I didn't believe that it was actually going on. I'm like, yo, they done had, you know what I mean, videos titled House being raided for the last year, it seemed like. Diddy on the run. You know the sad part though, yo, it's still another black man going down, bro. No matter how it's looking. See how they got Jay-Z arrested, right?
Yeah.
And
but I'm saying do that
near true.
Do that. It's another black man going down. Like, I think personally, I don't know, that becomes irrelevant if half of the shit that motherfuckers saying he be doing.
He's still a pillar in our community. Like, yo, we lose on a lot of levels. He a billionaire, business mogul. You know what I mean? He built, from what I have heard, he has supported or built some kind of schools. And I mean,
I saw in the school said, nah, we good. They said that like a couple months ago.
Yeah, but I mean, you good now. What about when you wasn't good and what he built? You know what I mean? You lose that because think about it. In that world, right? You know, I operate in that world to some extent.
Right.
When you looking at a black person with money, they are allowed to do some things that will benefit us. That if it wasn't them, we wouldn't even be considered for that benefit. So they might say, like Michael Jordan, all right, you invest $100 million.
Yeah.
700 million of that shit might go to white-led initiatives. That's going to benefit white people more than black people. Now, it may benefit us somewhat.
Right.
And 300 million may be allowed to put directly into, urban enrichment. But when you take Mike away, you don't have nobody putting it in. I'm just speaking from the perspective of we still lose somebody that was in position and at one time made contributions.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's sad to have to, it's almost like the abused, female who she had to say, well, at least he don't beat me every day. You know what I mean? At least Puffy ain't the worst kind, but that's shit. Of all the supposed to be best examples of black men, how many of them are actually doing anything? As
I mean,
to,
I kind of
hold on. Let me look into this.
Yeah.
As compared to how many we even got available. Like, bro, think about it. You got a limited amount of successful black entertainers and athletes anyway. When you look at the whole fucking world, you feel me? When you look at the country,
well, I'll say that the other way around. I'll say that it's plenty of successful black
Americans, successful black Americans,
athletes and entertainers, and there's less other type of successful black people that get shine. But those people don't get shines. Athletes and entertainers.
That's what I'm getting to. You got people who are philanthropists that you have no idea who they are.
Most
right?
definitely.
So what does that also pose? That poses a challenge in even connecting with them.
Yeah, it does.
As a businessman, oftentimes I've thought of reaching out to some of the people that I've thought to reach out to because I know who the fuck they are.
Right.
It's not until you get to a certain point that somebody may tell you about somebody that you never even heard of.
Right.
That is in position or available who let's hit with that hit that thing for me real quick. That Let me give y'all a motherfucking real hit that bitch like 4 times for me, bro. That's 2 times, bro. Hit it 4 times.
No, because that's why sometimes it's important to let kind of let a person interject, because it's particularly on the point.
So let me say this about what I'm going to drop on y'all. There's a big fucking difference between truth and fucking falsehood. The reality is, most of the motherfuckers that's really in position to make the moves, you don't know who the fuck they are. Yeah. But unfortunately, those of us who aren't raised in that line of connection, you don't come from, a pipeline that leads you to those people. You got to go through, once again, the controversy of life, which is dealing with all the bullshit, trying to fucking work with hustle niggas, music niggas, motherfuckers that ain't really even businessmen, that you don't even know, to find out that, damn, this ain't the route that I need to go. Because while Puffy obviously had money, what the fuck he really don't have is true power and influence, because if he did, none of this shit wouldn't be fucking happening to him. I don't know if that sounds like a rant to you, but if you connect,
but I'm saying I understand what you're saying. But there is a point where if this is really the person, like if the darkness is coming out in the light, right? And this is really the person
who he was the whole time.
There is a point where it don't matter what kind of good you did if you was doing those things at the same damn time, y'all. You know what I mean? It ain't no balance.
Or if the bullshit is what you really about.
There ain't no balance. There's no monetary price that you can pay to really balance that. You know what I mean?
Bro, at some point,
there's a monetary price. There's a monetary price to keep you out of jail for a certain amount of time. and to keep you in the limelight and keep the bullshit off of you for a certain amount of time. But there's no monetary price that really balances what you did. So
what balances you? What stops you from doing that shit?
What you mean?
Exactly what I'm asking you. What
I don't know what stops a person from doing, or is because I'm a person that really don't believe that there's no lesser sin. You know what I'm saying? There are lesser sins, yo. That's bullshit, yo.
I'm about to say that shit. Anyway, that's
you know what I mean.
That's the I don't even want to get.
That's the bullshit. You know what I mean?
Stuff. Yeah.
That's the bullshit part of it. You know what I mean?
Degree of sin. People say there's no degree of sin.
Yes, it is,
Absolutely
yo.
There's degree of sin.
You know what I'm saying? I stole, you know what I mean, some candy at the store when I was little. You know what I mean?
Versus committing a heinous act.
That's way different between me going to somebody's house and stealing and stealing their money and stealing their kids' toys or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Some shit I ain't never did that shit, but you know what I'm saying? There are degrees. There's degrees.
I never went to nobody else and stole their kids' toys, but I used to steal.
Right,
and that's the whole point of the moral compass.
Right.
What has to stop you or you won't stop is you have to have a moral compass. So shout out to everybody who raised their kids in some type of church or spiritual, learning experience growing up. What that, in my opinion, from what I've experienced, like what that gives you is a voice inside of you that says, hey, this is wrong. The more you ignore that voice, the easier it is to ignore the voice. But at some point, that voice will get louder. I've been on the news for doing some things I had no business doing. What I can tell you is, at some point, he had to have had a moment, multiple moments where he could see like, yo, this is going to get really bad. And he fucking ignored the fucking red light, the yellow light, and he kept going. I guarantee you, once he get to wherever he going, prison, what did Mike Vick say? He laid in that cell and cried every night. Now, I ain't saying Mike Vick was completely right, but at some point, he knew that he should have stopped. He ain't deserve to go to jail, but what Puffy doing is way worse. This nigga been doing this shit for how long? He had to have had a moment or multiple moments where it became obvious to him, whether he ignored it or not, like, yo, this shit ain't gonna end good.
And for real,
all of us had them
on the legal tip. Let's get real on the legal tip. It's only a couple things that I'm going to say that he should be locked up for. Let me say that. That's chargeable for real. You know what I mean? That stuff he was doing with Cassie, I can't really say he should be in jail for that. You know what I mean? Was it wild? Was it crazy? Was it fucked up to be doing with somebody you're supposed to be in a relationship with? Yes, but I can't say that's what he's supposed to be in jail with. But there's rumors of him messing with underage kids.
I thought the trafficking was the main thing. Trafficking people across state lines.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but one of the things is they on him about like Justin Bieber and that little white girl now.
What the fuck is that?
That's why they going in and they trying to find evidence of the wildest shit that he possibly could have done, yo.
Oh, so they just digging.
Yeah, so they want something hardcore, like something like, because the stuff we know of him trying to fuck a producer dude. Pause. You know what I mean?
Say
that
what?
That ain't illegal. It's just wild. It's
that
just
shit
palsy.
is illegal, yo.
It's just palsy.
That violate man rules, man.
Yeah, it violate man rules, but
like my man
but,
Body
but
Dog
they ain't supposed to be locked. That's not something you get locked up for.
Of Article 3, Section 34. Thou shalt not disrespect the G. That's what Doug be saying, yo. Paragraph 6, line 2.
Yeah.
Yo, that nigga dumb as shit, yo.
But you know what I mean? That shit like that, you know what I mean? So it's only a couple things, you know what I mean? And if he really put the hit out on Biggie, on Tupac. They still on that too. There's no statute of limitation for murder. You have a dude in jail right now that was talking on the outside about it. So what you think he doing on the inside when he want a cheeseburger or a slushy?
Hey, yo.
You understand what I'm saying, yo?
They said they broke your boy with a bucket of chicken, yo.
Who that, yo?
Rayful, yo. And they said, yo, we'll eat a wing. Tell us a story. Eat a thigh. Tell us a story.
Nah, he just wanted some chicken. He was gonna tell anyway. He got y'all. Like, I'm gonna get this chicken out of them. I'm gonna tell anyway. I'm gonna already snitch. But I want some chicken.
Yo, you see the shit with Blue Da Vinci?
Nah, what happened?
Said he got paperwork that Meech told through a third party.
Stop.
Oh, no bullshit. Look that shit up.
You know what, find out right here.
Listen, put Blue Da Vinci in. And here get the crazy shit, yo. Of all of our fucking villains, yo, why they keep on falling to the shit that black people used to never ever indulge in? Homosexuality, snitching.
Niggas been snitching though, y'all.
Yeah, I mean, I heard. I said, niggas been bun button.
Yeah,
too.
niggas been gay, y'all. Niggas been
bun
gay,
bun whole time.
It just wasn't. It wasn't the shit. It wasn't
Niggas
cool.
say bun.
It just wasn't. It wasn't cool, pause. You know what I mean? That shit all right now. You know what I mean?
No, it's never all right. Bro. Got the
that shit all right in the game.
You know what? Yeah. I don't want the cancel culture. Please, just respect the fact that we have a viewpoint. That's all we asking. We ain't hating. We definitely don't devalue you. I have homosexual friends, family members.
You'll sound like the white dude that be like, some of my best friends,
yo,
some of my best friends are black.
Hey, yo, let me tell you something. So you talking that shit. The motherfuckers come looking for you. I'm like, he said that, I ain't say shit.
Nah, they on my side. We cool, you know what I mean?
Hey.
We cool, just don't try no Diddy shit with me. See, just like they said about Diddy, you just gotta say no to him. You know what I mean? That's all.
It's one with paperwork. That's the one that I just watched the other night. But they got a one with actual paperwork. Matter of fact, type in
paperwork.
Big Meech CS1. That's what he said. That's what he said. If you listen to the interview, that's what Da Vinci said. Big Meech.
Yeah, that's from like a year ago.
Or dash CS1.
That's from like a year ago.
No, not that one. Go ahead, right there.
See, it's some more fake paperwork.
No, that one with the white on it.
Man, I can make this paperwork on my phone, probably, y'all.
But you know what, yo? That's the other thing. Like, outside of who we talking about right now or not, that's another thing that didn't fuck the whole game up. Yo, motherfuckers didn't put us in a position where you can't even tell what's true and what's false, because niggas be doctoring shit and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Gave comments, likes, and shared the video and did everything.
I don't even know how to read this shit. So what the fuck are we looking at?
Man, we really appreciate all the.
Is that Blue Da Vinci right there?
Exactly.
No, neither one of them.
I appreciate that too. And in the comments, a lot of people have.
I ain't even gonna lie, yo. Looking at the videos, yo, it's sad to just see so many thorough dudes. You know what I mean? End up in these situations, man.
We didn't show the paper.
Yeah, but at the same time,
I give respect to the whole movement, Jeezy included, bro.
When you doing
both brothers, yo.
What they was doing, you know what I mean, and you make it a lifestyle. You living that lifestyle. You gotta be living that lifestyle, knowing that at some point in time.
He said it's all about machismo. He said when you live in that lifestyle, you can't be friendly. You can't share too much. Like that shit looked at as a weakness.
Yeah.
Yeah. And niggas exploit you on that shit.
Yeah, but from my understanding, Meech was thorough, but that was like one of the differences with him.
He had a heart.
Yeah, that
everybody ate.
He had, of course, he had ego because he was flashy.
Yeah, I mean,
but he didn't have.
It's part of being a man.
He ain't have an ego about another nigga getting money.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because he was smart in the fact that if these niggas in this town, I'm coming to these niggas' town.
It ain't the motherfucking ego. It's the alter ego that get
and I get them money. You know what I mean?
It's already been.
I supposed to be
proud
good
and strong on who you are. Is when you start coming up with a whole nother version of yourself, and you want motherfuckers to feed into that.
Yeah,
I mean, I done been a victim of that my motherfucking self.
Hey, Crave, yo, hit me, Paul, so you can tap in, yo.
Scroll up on that joint.
Said scroll up on it.
Or go to the blue shit. Fuck that paperwork shit, man. Listen, man, that's another thing, yo. Niggas need to stop only being interested in the negative, bro. I'm gonna tell you some real shit I respect about this nigga Blue, yo. He was us in BMF, yo. When I listened to the video, the most recent one, yo, he understood like a Tupac. He understood how to make music.
Right.
He understood arrangement. He understood the business, the paperwork. You listen to the terminology, the jargon, the relationships. He talking about the planning, the scheduling, bro. Like, at the end of the day, bro, you look at it, and we just took another hit from niggas being involved in illegal activity.
Right.
Which is the fugazi part about this country, because it's fucking built on illegal activity. But them niggas, man, listen, the nigga Blue.
But for real, I think this country, right? It gives you an opportunity
to do what?
To turn the corner at some point in time. If you were a quote unquote smart criminal, right?
They will give you an out.
They'll give you an out and an opportunity to start giving them money and become a tax-paying business person, yo.
Yeah.
They, for real, straight up, they will.
But that's where the alter ego.
But niggas fuck up and they still be straddling that fence.
A nigga don't want to be a regular nigga.
Yeah, niggas start straddling that
I can
fence,
tell you
yo.
firsthand. You know what most niggas' problems is? They get money in the street. They don't want to be a regular nigga.
Right. Yeah.
So it's not even that they think they slick enough to get away with what they doing. They saying, if I stop doing this, I'm no longer this.
Right.
But if I keep doing this, I'm gonna end up going to jail.
Mm-hmm.
But a nigga would rather go to jail, because now they done made it so you can go to jail and at worst portray that you still the motherfucking man getting money doing this and that and the third, to the point where even, I mean, think about it. Niggas can now rat and get out and go live a whole motherfucking alternative life and, you know what I mean, still be a hustler. My issue, my controversy with this shit is in our community, calling us out as black people, my issue with us is, at what point do we stop the bullshit that we keep blaming them for doing to us? I could get it, bro, back in the motherfucking 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, coming to the 70s, choosing the block over going to college. But nigga, if your grandfather and your father and your uncles and all the motherfuckers laid that motherfucking shit down, fuck you gotta go pick the bricks up for.
Yeah.
Unless you.
I mean, I don't really hear a lot of the same complaints. I hear
same
like
complaints where?
Like a lot of complaints I hear from people is about their own current personal position in the world.
No. I'm talking about how you just said. At some point,
right,
they'll give you a chance to turn the corner.
Right.
But the alternative to that, when you listen to Meech and Terry life story,
right,
they may have been the first generation out of the poverty shit, which was the criminal. You feel me? Like your father or my father. We are supposed to not be in that life. But if you was getting money, like say Fat Cat Nichols or somebody like, you know, was getting money in the 60s, 70s, right, your children should be 2-3 generations removed from that shit. Like when motherfuckers be glorifying being with the shit that they watch, the shit with Tyreek and Ghost and all. Yeah, Tyreek a motherfucking idiot because he shouldn't be in the life.
Right.
Now what the movie don't do with the you know the what is it, the show doesn't do is it doesn't position him as if financially he's a trust fund baby, so he don't have to do that no more. But all of the whole reason that motherfuckers should are getting the money is so I can put my family in a position not to have to do that shit no more.
Yeah.
So if, let's say for example,
but I'm saying that was a common theme on the show though, that Tariq was done. for getting.
He was done.
Dumb. Like he was stupid.
Oh, okay, yeah. After my fucking ghost died, I was done with it. 'Cause I said, yo, I mean, you know, beard, again, let's go back to who we are on this motherfucker, right? You know, niggas had beards and shit and be dressing like street niggas, but I ain't no motherfucking street nigga like that. I grew up in the hood, but that ain't my choice lifestyle.
A beard don't make you no street nigga.
These niggas really think this shit. These niggas think clothes make you tough.
Yeah, nah,
These
yo,
niggas
no.
think, I mean, yo, this shit is crazy. But
nah, yo.
to my point,
that's just a funny ass description, yo.
Yo, listen.
He's got beards and shit,
yo. A motherfucker, think about how we grew up, yo. A motherfucker see a tough nigga, right? Like this was this nigga right here. Pretty boy, right? He a pretty boy, the way his presentation. But a nigga on the outside who don't know the reality, he think if I just dress like that, look like that, I'm the stories I hear about that nigga. Like the niggas I grew up with, right?
Yeah.
A nigga don't realize that the average day, them niggas look like dragons.
Right.
You only see them the one weekend out the month that they all go to the barbershop and get all that nappy shit cut off, and the nigga really might have wavy hair under that bitch. You feel me? Motherfucker put some motherfucking oil sheen and shit on this shit, go shopping, take a shower for the first time in 3 motherfucking weeks. You feel me? Come out, he look like how the movies, you know how the movies will make a motherfucker look handsome and attractive. But in that life, that shit is ugly, bro. You feel me? That's the whole point of getting the fuck out of the fucking life. It's ugly. That shit not fun. That shit not pretty. That shit not funny. You feel me? Like a motherfucker asked me about The Wire. Don't ask me about no motherfucking Wire. I don't watch that shit. Why? Because I fucking lived it. That shit not funny to me. It's not entertainment. What's my point? We got to change our whole palette for what we even want, what we crave to take in. Until we change that shit, we're going to keep on ending up with fuck-ass situations with people that's supposed to be pillars of our communities.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but
I mean, I know you don't necessarily see everything the way I see it.
No, you don't have to. You know what I mean? We don't have to see everything exactly the same way. It's just that
the fuck shit is gonna keep fucking us as a people, bro, and that was Pac thing. You feel me? Even to the point where
what's us as a people? What is that shit?
Good motherfucking question. Does that even exist anymore? You want to go? Let's go in. That's really the issue. We don't even see out. There is no we no more. That's figurative. That's tongue in cheek. We was us as Black Americans, because at one time we thought we were connected to blacks in Africa. What do we know now? They don't view us as a part of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's
no. Don't get me wrong.
It's some things
changing. A lot
changing.
of this is changing.
Yeah,
yes. A lot of it, and which is the point of us coming to the platform. Let's go into the purpose.
A lot of it is changing.
We got to go backwards to come to current, then go forward. A lot of this is changing, but a lot of people don't know the history.
Yeah. Are we moving? All right. Are we moving? Because all right, one of the things about being black is everything is a monolith, meaning like, you know what I mean, what that motherfucker over in California did, it quote unquote affects me because he's an example of a black person that the world is seeing. You know what I mean? So people look at all black people as one thing. Are we heading towards, because white people don't look at that shit like that. I'm not doing the, you know what I mean, we should do what white people think do, but I'm just saying how it is. You know what I mean? A white motherfucker, until it's time to vote on some Trump type shit, them Trump motherfuckers don't care about the trailer park motherfucker. He only care about him in a speech. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
There is no real white monolith.
That's what you think?
It's not.
Okay. I mean, I disagree.
Yeah, because racism.
That's another conversation.
Black against white was literally invented in this country in order to keep them motherfuckers that raided the White House shit, the quote unquote regular white people, the poor white people, the ones back then that didn't have enough money to own slaves, racism was given to them in order to keep them off of they asses. To have somebody to feel like, all right, I ain't at the bottom of the motherfucking shit. You know what I mean? I got somebody here that I'm quote unquote better than. You know what I mean? They gave the rich motherfuckers gave those crackers racism in order to keep them off their ass. You know what I mean?
I totally do. And the interesting part to me is that all kind of feeds back to, you know, trauma, the abuse thing, you know, the impact that stress and anxiety and all of that shit has on you, because at the end of the day, what you saying is what I figured out. White people ain't united either.
No, and all right,
they're divided. We don't get a chance to see.
You experienced it.
I saw it in the Union.
Exactly, you saw it first.
I saw Italians, Polish, Irish, Dutch not get along. I saw the pecking order, right? You know, that's something that I'll, you know, really kind of delve into when we get into, you know, specific episodes based on certain topics. Today we just jumped on to talk about this fuckery with this, you know what I mean, the controversy of what's going on with bro. You know what I mean? A lot of shit going on. It's a perfect time to talk about shit. We got the elections coming up. We got my case coming up. You know, we got all this shit coming up we're going to talk about. But one of the things I did realize at a younger age is that they're not united the way we think they are. The difference with them is you won't see that unless you are allowed to see it. Black people, we show the whole fucking world our division. We make mockery of ourselves. I mean, again, that's a great segue, another conversation for a different day. But in challenging our viewers, right, and challenging our listeners, the topics that we bring up, the comments that we make, the perspectives that we give, they're to prompt thinking. Because the reality is, if we don't share with each other what we think and what we feel, how can we come up with a common truth? Without a common truth, we can't come up with a common plan and be united. We too fucking divided in what we believe is even true. You can't even get the average, you can't even get a good 5 or 10 group of black dudes together to agree on a fucking sports topic, let alone
that's a man thing. That ain't got nothing to do with no black dudes, y'all. So you gotta take
I'm talking about factual shit. It could be factual.
It's a man thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you, yo. That's just a man thing.
Isn't it the same when you start talking about other shit? Money, politics, women, community?
Because it's
ego.
That's kind of why
I gotta be right. I gotta have the biggest house. I gotta have the best car. I gotta have the baddest this. At some point, that shit gotta be put aside, bro. That's what the fuck we blinded with. Me. I. Or it has to be organized in a way.
Yeah, I'm about to say that it's more to that, because that's the American way.
You gotta have order.
Yeah, because that's the American way.
But the
with the shit
reality
you
is,
talking about.
even when you look back in the Bible, right? I studied the Bible as a young kid. You know, I was almost a preacher at one time. When you look at kings, there was order. And when the king handed the kingdom over to the next king, what he taught them was how to rule. People don't even know how to rule themselves. That's what we talk about, moral compass. Motherfuckers to do anything. Now, as a people, we do anything to each other. Come on, bro. We live in Baltimore, bro. You know what I mean? We ain't going to start the Baltimore conversation today, but we going to have it, bro. You got dudes out here whacking each other like it's for sport. You got it's so bad. They taking drugs, popping pills, calling it ecstasy, calling it Molly, but now these pills have them wanting to die. They got videos of these kids saying, I want to die. I don't want to be here no more, bro. I ain't never smoked a blunt and thought no shit like that. You know what I mean? So we so divided that we got problems that we got to solve.
Yeah, I think the niggas that was like that when we was younger, we ain't get to see it on the internet.
And they weren't leaders. They weren't the majority.
Right.
Think about it, bro. When we was kids, yo, I'm a 70s baby. Think about it, bro. You're a 70s baby. When we was kids coming up, being bad was not good. People didn't want to be bad. You looked at the bad guy like, oh, that's a bad kid. Oh, the other kids be like, stop, Tay, stop, Ron, don't do that. Now, if a kid is a good kid, he worried about being picked on by the group of bad kids. And that started to change when we was coming up. But now it's to the point where you got entire fucking school system predicated on behavior shit. The whole system, at one time, it was based on test scores, elevating, learning, information. Now, the first thing they got to address is guns in the school.
Yeah.
Our girls. It ain't even the boys. I'm talking to my people, school police. You got the girls fighting more than the boys, stabbing more than the boys.
Yeah.
So if you a kid and you don't even see your neighbor or your homegirl as your sister or friend, where the fuck you gonna get that by the time you become an adult?
Yeah, because you figure by time they get to high school age, them little niggas, the ones that's going hard, they thinking about shooting something at that point in time.
Yeah.
And the girls, they fight all the way up to they 40.
And they'll shoot and kill each other. You feel me? You got baby mothers shooting baby fathers. I mean, bro, we so fucked up as a people, talking about division, that to your point, we is a joke. It sound good on the podium when you're a mayor or a governor or a politician preaching what you're going to do with your policies. But how the fuck you going to unite the people that's not even united amongst themselves to vote for a bill? Think about this right now, bro. Where's the next generation of voters going to come from after us?
Yeah. I think the biggest difference is
man, I know that's another day, another segment.
But I think the biggest difference is in the other people.
And then it's crazy because
other people world,
Puffy led the motherfucking rock the vote shit.
Yeah. In the other people world, I really believe that they just their own disenfranchised, even though they at a smaller rate. That they're disenfranchised. They are willing to let them fall to the wayside. They not giving them no special treatment. They not giving them no special programs. All right. They're not giving them no special programs. You gotta pull yourself up by the bootstrap. You know what I mean? You better go find a job at the union or something if you're not educated. You know what I mean?
But you ain't gonna fucking make it there either. Because they gonna play mind games with you ain't even ready for.
Yeah.
I had a white boy tell me one morning, he put his motherfucking lunchbox down. He said, I don't like niggers.
Yeah.
You feel me? That motherfucker had a 38 in his lunchbox. And it wasn't nothing I could do.
Yeah.
But work with him.
I'm not saying that every black man go to the union. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just using the union.
Get into a trade or something.
I'm just using the union as an example.
I don't even have work discipline, bro. They don't even have the discipline to go to work all day, not receive money.
But guess
that's what they'll say. I'd rather go out here and do this.
But guess who can't know?
Who? Hispanics?
No. The black man who, because there are some that been career in the union, right?
Black men?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And there's also some who got sons that are second generation electricians. Also.
What's your point?
My point is
they the ones who succumb.
What you mean?
The majority of those black guys back then, they succumbed.
What you mean succumb?
They gave in.
Right.
They allowed themselves to be, what the stronger black men, quote unquote, wouldn't allow themselves to be.
Right. And in the process, they became career union men, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what your point is, but
my point is that's still a hardworking black man it's not
looked at as respectable.
It's not looked at as respectable.
No, the respectable is the one that left. Because most of them, you still gonna get laid off every 6 months.
Of course.
Yeah, you don't have full pension credits in the end. So
my point,
when you say career, I hear you saying like they stayed and made it for 30 years to retirement.
I mean, a
But most
career
of them
electrician, period. Whether he's a union electrician, whether he went and started his own company, just somebody who got skills and certified as an electrician through that process. That's kind of what
I don't understand how that.
The point I'm making is the next step is, aren't a lot of those, or aren't there many electricians that have sons that are also electricians too?
I don't know. What's your point? I don't get the point.
My point is,
I don't know. Maybe no.
Yeah, I believe that there is, because
But if it is, then what?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
The point is that's those type of things are how you build economies in communities also.
No,
you know what I mean?
you build the economy if your son, instead of being a fucking electrician, becomes an engineer. Or go and become a realtor to generate his own money. Because if you become an electrician and work in a union, they control you.
I understand that. That's why I opened it up to a Mr. Pierce, who opens up a company, is Pierce and Sons. You know what I mean? It's also good to have 10,000 of them also. You know what I mean? On top of somebody who is an engineer and is, you know what I mean? We gotta have people in every pocket, yo. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to stay with the point. I'm losing.
The point is, you know what I mean? When we say, all right, you got ones that can't handle that work environment, right? And other,
no. That's not what I'm talking about. The mental part of it,
right? Yeah.
So if they don't even have the emotional or the mental capacity,
right. So they're gonna wash out.
Life, they never even gonna make it to that point.
So my point is,
so that we ain't gonna have no electricians.
Right. So
ain't gonna be no motherfucking older black men functional.
That's not true, y'all.
Not like us. They gonna be them other motherfuckers. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
It ain't too many young motherfuckers coming up like me. They may come up with some of the same background, but they open to the bullshit. They don't even see what the fuck is really. They don't even look at it that way.
I mean, honestly,
but
no, for real. Honestly, these generations, they way more entrepreneurial than our generation.
But they don't own shit. Entrepreneurs are fucking salesmen today, bro. They don't own a motherfucking thing. They got businesses that generate money, right? But shut the internet down. What the fuck do they have? Here's how you measure that. What do we have? All these black realtors. Where's the fucking black community? All these motherfucking black lawyers. Where's the motherfucking black law school? All these black doctors. Show me a black-owned hospital. You not gonna get that shit. It don't fucking matter. You only gonna get what they allow you to get. Until you willing.
There's plenty of black law schools, y'all.
Black owned? I'm talking about the ground is owned by black people. I'm talking about the buildings, the committee is ran by the black people. I ain't talking about for black people. By white people. That's not what I'm talking about. Because the reality is, in this country, you're not going to do but so much without them being involved.
Yeah, because I mean,
financially, they the fucking bank. They the bank.
Because in reality, there's no Asian law. There's no Asian law school. There's no, you know what I mean. The people that own the country, quote unquote, own the country.
But that's another one our problem. Why the fuck we always comparing what ain't over there? We need to worry about us. Because you don't know that it's not an Asian-owned law school. Because guess what they got? They got a motherfucking Chinatown in Baltimore. They got a Jewtown in Baltimore. They got a Little Italy in Baltimore.
I mean,
they own that shit. They run that shit.
I do know that the same people own the people that we talking about own education, and the Asians come to get those pieces of paper from them.
What do you mean they own education? What does that mean?
The fact you said that no black person owns a school, right? I was saying you're right.
No, I didn't say they don't own a school, because you do have black schools. I said a law school, because a law school, what people don't understand, and I learned this in engineering school, a law school is where they come up with the future laws.
Oh, so you're not talking about.
We don't have a well.
Oh, so you're not talking about somewhere that you can become a lawyer at. You're talking about.
I'm talking about somewhere that you can influence the whole world of law. We don't have that ability. You can be the brightest motherfucking lawyer to come out of Yale. Guess what? The dumb motherfucker whose father is on the board of the committee for all the lawyers across the motherfucking nation.
All right.
He gonna make sure his son is in a position that you ain't gonna never get to.
So you're saying two different things, and within those two different things, there has to be, I don't want to say a solution, but some way to I guess quote unquote make it. Because you're saying that it's hopeless.
No. I ain't saying it's hopeless.
No. When you say
no, you asked me what I'm saying. I'm telling you what I'm saying.
When a person, all right.
I'm saying.
All right, let me first say how
I gotta get ready to
it.
get out of here. I gotta get ready. So let's maybe schedule to come back on this topic. I don't want to run out of the interview, but say what you're saying. I'm gonna tell you what I'm saying, and let's come back on that. We can come.
Yeah,
back
all right. So I'm gonna say how I interpreted it from what I heard. And you tell me if I missed anything, because you can hear stuff and miss shit.
Right? Absolutely.
All right. Because it sounds like from what you're saying is that it's just certain things that you can't do. Right?
Wrong, but that's what you heard. You can't do it the way things are being done now. You have to break the fucking mold. But we don't have motherfuckers that come up with that mentality no more. Ain't nobody marching. Yo, they fucking voted affirmative action out. Motherfuckers went to lunch the next day like it was nothing. You wouldn't fucking be here if it wasn't for affirmative action. It's bigger than college. It means nothing to us right now. Why? Because we still have generations that are benefiting from what they were allowed to have access to as a result. But when that runs out 20 years from now, what is 20 years? 20 years is more than me and your kids. All our grandkids, all our great-grandkids, and the masses, are they ready to be our parents? No, because they don't even fucking believe half of the shit that went on, let alone know. And then the ones that do, they have a difference of opinion on it. They have a different perspective.
All right.
So what I'm saying is,
I know you got to bounce, but because I want to go back to my original point, because I think we kind of just brushed over that.
Well, let's pick that up on the next one.
All right, but real quick, my original point was that at some point, do you just let motherfuckers fall to the wayside and not use that energy?
Yes, you have to. And that's the part, that's the harsh reality that motherfuckers ain't ready for.
And that was kind of what I was getting at, that them motherfuckers don't care about the white versions of them motherfuckers until they need to rally them motherfuckers.
And what they also found is a way to benefit from them the same way they benefit from us.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, they ain't nothing but niggas to them too.
That's that.
So what happens in our community is we are so motherfucking emotional to our brother and sister that they can stand at the motherfucking gas station and beg for my money all motherfucking day. Now, I ain't saying don't give them money. But you know what else I give? But just let me finish, bro.
But I'm just saying that Becca's going bad,
Let me finish.
Becca's going bad.
You don't know what I'm going to say.
All right.
But I also tell them, bro, they fucking hiring at Moed. You can go down here and get this. And they say, well, don't fucking stand out here and beg every day as if I owe you something. Because I got a child. You feel me? Motherfuckers got to take accountability and at least try to stand up. Motherfuckers out here, they hustling you. A motherfucker get $5-10, he gonna get high. Then he come back. Then, whatever the fuck you do.
Of course, but
nowhere, to my point, nowhere else in America do you go and see that from a group of people in masses, but in the fucking black community, bro. That we ain't used to be like that.
That's not true, y'all.
What ain't true?
Yo, throughout history, yo, in the Bible.
I'm talking about right now, where we are now.
You go further south, and it's even more white ones doing it, yo.
Where?
In Baltimore. Go down Martin Luther King Boulevard, yo.
As compared to the number of us.
Yes, they worse.
And the difference in the relationship is their majority of whites are controlling the fucking country. Our majority of blacks ain't controlling enough to make their impact not impactful. Do you see what I'm saying? Whatever them white people doing that you talking about right now.
The bottom people is the bottom people. They're gonna be bottom people regardless.
But it ain't stopping Trump from being in the fucking White House. It ain't stopping the motherfucking groups of white people that's doing it. Yo, let's come back on this one another one, bro. I gotta get out of here. But this is a good topic. Because what we need to do is have transparent conversation about shit. I don't have to agree with you. You don't have to agree with me.
Yeah.
What I see and what I've experienced is what I see and what I've experienced. What you see and what you've experienced is what you see and you've experienced. That's still your truth. Together is the common truth. So I accept what you're saying. I don't have to agree. I can accept that. But I got to get the fuck up out of here.
All right, that's what it do. And peace out. Thanks to everybody that came and listened and watched.
Controversy TV coming, y'all.
And we be back.
Stay tuned.
All right.
Bruce John Roy, love you, bro.
All right, bro. I
All
like
right.
you.